So now we're going to talk about the future of another team my friends are fans of, and that will be the Chicago Bears. Justin Davidson and Garrett Smick, everybody. All right, spread it out a little bit. You're sitting on these two.
That's going to sound good.
What?
So that's going to sound good.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it works fine. All right. Garrett, come on. I'll scoot over a little bit. So you just pass the mic when I ask you, all right? Okay, where are my notes? Here they are. Nope.
This says notes on it.
Yeah, I know.
Or do you have
Here
more
we go.
notes?
Yeah, they're all notes. Okay, so we are talking about the future of the Chicago Bears. Garrett, I'm going to start with you. What should they address in the draft?
Anything on offense.
Anything
Besides our receivers, we have good receivers.
I would say
We
so,
just
too.
don't have a quarterback to throw to them. Any position on the offensive line needs work on. The quarterback. So I'd probably go for either another quarterback or maybe like a tackle or something, because we don't need anything on the ball and defense. That's
Running
fine.
back?
If we just don't have an offensive line to block for Montgomery.
That's a great point.
So
Or
Cohen's hurt, so
Yeah.
There'd be no reason to get a running back, so no benefit from it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so Justin, this next question's for you. End of the year, Nagy, is he the coach for next year?
Nagy and Pace are gone.
I like Pace, man.
No, Pace is what caused
Pace
all of
Pace
this.
went to Eastern.
I don't care. I don't care. Pace is what has caused all of this.
Yeah, no.
So it's just only right if we start from GM down. Pace has to go.
So, are you calling for a clean sweep of house? Because
I would like one. But it's not gonna happen.
let's
But
be real though. You guys have a championship defense, and that window without a quarterback is gonna slam shut here pretty soon. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna stick with Mitch. I feel like for some reason they're gonna think Mitch is their guy. So even though he did not play well, he hasn't played well except
It's
for
just like, yeah, keep going.
except for in like 2018. 2018 he didn't do too bad. But
Nobody down the Bears did too bad that year.
no. But it's just like one of those things where I feel like they're gonna think, hey, Mitch is still our guy. We still got him. It'll be fine.
See, I was just talking to Mason about Wentz, and it's hard to abandon quarterbacks so early. Because what if Mitch goes somewhere else, like a San Francisco, and it's just all of a sudden
Right.
a playoff quarterback?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody would be looking around at each other, the Bears, and be like, what are we thinking, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Garrett, this next question's for you. Should they draft a QB or sign one or trade for one, and who would you like?
Well, we don't really have. I wouldn't trade for one because there's not much we can trade. We don't really have many picks because we traded them all.
Do the Raiders still have all of them?
I think
For
this
Matt?
year we might actually have a first rounder for the first
Really?
time since 2018. Yes.
Jesus.
So we would have a first round pick, but we'd be in the middle of the first round. So all the good quarterbacks will be gone. So that's why I think we're in a bad spot, because I would like to draft one because there's a lot of good
Well, see,
prospects in college.
That's the thing with like being like average. So you just get an average pick.
Yeah.
So it's just a never-ending cycle of.
That's what we were just talking about out there. It's just our whole team is just average. Like there's no, you don't get that high.
But I don't think there's enough good quarterbacks that are going to be in the free agent market that's like are willing to be traded. I don't think
Darnold's gonna be there though.
See, I feel like Darnold would not be an upgrade with like, the offense. He's bad with the Jets' offense. We are better than them. We're the only team that they're the only team that are worse than us in categories. So that wouldn't be any upgrade at all.
When they brought Adam Gase over, would you be up for that?
No, he needs to be fired and never set foot in the league again. We have the worst rushing offense in the entire league. We average 70 rushing yards a game.
Oh, yeah, that those stats are like scary because, like I said, like you guys really are only a couple pieces away from actually being
the offense.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
When your defense plays 3/4 of a game, they're going to let points up. But when your offense doesn't score, you're not going to win the game.
Exactly. So, like, since we're in the Midwest, we get every Bears game. I've watched pretty much every single one. Some of it is on the play calling. My God.
What?
The way they run with Patterson is just like rip your hair out, and I don't even care.
Every week. You know, like, so running a screen on 3rd and 16 is not a good idea. In your own 25-yard line?
Or calling play action and throwing it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, behind one of the worst offensive lines I've ever seen. Our starting right guard is a defensive tackle.
Okay, so let me ask you this. On the offensive side, besides the receivers, who should stay?
I feel like the running backs, Cohen and Montgomery. Cohen has the punt returning ability and just the quickness out of the backfield. So if we do run screens or something for some reason, he is quick enough. Montgomery, he was hurt last week, but with the offensive line, I think he's 3rd or 4th in the league for most broken tackles. Yeah. And there was one play against, I think it was the Panthers. He actually had a hole, first time in his entire career, went for like 40 yards. So besides the 2 running backs,
that's what'll happen.
I would keep all the receivers, but maybe look at Anthony Miller. He's on and off. He's really good or drops like everything.
Yeah, but like some of his drops are like
really bad.
Have to make. Some of them are really bad, and then some of them are like laying out like 5 yards. You know what I'm saying? So
besides that, I think the only position I would keep, Jimmy Graham's actually been good for us this year. We just quit throwing it to him in the red zone. And then Cole Kmet, we drafted him in the 2nd round. Every week we say he's going to get more play time. He's seen 3 receptions in the past 2 weeks.
Never does.
We throw it to Harris, Demetri Harris, I think that's his name. For some reason, he can't catch, he can't run, can't block. I don't know why he's out there. But other than that, everyone else needs to go.
So everyone needs to go. Is that by releasing? Do you think
either trading if we can't trade them? Then release them.
Do you know if there are any like big free agents coming up, like for the Bears? Like, is anybody unsigned after this year?
Well, besides, yes, Robinson's going to be a free agent, but we for some reason won't extend him. Other than that, I think just Mitch. Yeah. We declined his 5th-year option. We signed everyone on the D-line. We had Bilal Nichols signed up, Keem Hicks, Khalil Mack, Robert Quinn for 4 years. Eddie Goldman signed a 4-year contract 2 years ago.
See, that's what I didn't get about the whole Foles-Trubisky thing. If you decline his 5th-year option, this was like kind of like the year you need to figure out if he's going to stay. And now you're not even playing him.
3-0, and then you bench him for someone who had 2 good quarters. I don't really know what they're thinking over in Chicago.
All right, so this next question is for Justin. What do the Bears need to do right now to get into the playoffs? Right now. What is the immediate thing they need to do? Is there something they need to change in their game plan? Is it? Do you think Mitch is the answer to like at least?
Mitch would definitely be a big part in us getting into the playoffs. I was out on Mitch coming into this season. I watched Nick Foles play, and I was like, all right, Nick's got us. Yeah. But after seeing how bad our line has been, there's been plenty of times where I see just the pocket collapse, and Foles can't run. Yeah. He can't run. That's when Mitch
That's honestly when he's kind of at his best.
Right, is when he can step up and then see that, hey, everyone's covered. Yeah. Pockets collapse, I'm just running. Yeah. That's the best part about Mitch. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Mitch could do he could do more if we had a better line. Just a little bit better. I don't know.
If he didn't have 2 seconds to throw the ball over.
Right. Yeah. If mainly our biggest issue is our line. If they didn't have like 5 seconds in the pocket, or not even 5 seconds, 2 seconds in the pocket, then the whole thing would just be a lot better. Especially with play calling. Play calling's garbage because.
So wait, so they made the offensive coordinator call the plays now, right?
Yes.
And I didn't see a difference.
It was a single difference.
It wasn't.
That's
I think that was like.
I'm like they're still running with Patterson.
Right. I think that was like Nagy trying to be like, hey, this isn't just me.
Yeah. Because he's kind of showing to everyone. He's like, I'm not just the problem.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not this dumb. I am dumb, but I ain't this dumb.
We're both the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like you said, like 3rd and 10, and you're running a screen.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, what are you trying to gain there?
I remember watching that game against the Titans, right? Was that their last game?
Yeah.
Or was it?
No, play the Vikings.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Vikings
yeah.
on Monday night. Shout out Bray. Oh, that's the funniest 30 seconds of football I've ever seen in my life. He's got Jimmy Graham wide open in the flat, and it's 20 yards up and 15 yards right. That's the funniest throw I've ever seen. But when I was watching that Titans game, there was like a 4th and 2 or something, and they ran it with Patterson, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yep. A jet sweep.
Yeah.
Like, nobody is falling for that.
No. There's nobody, like, I don't understand what is going through their minds when they call these plays. And they're like, okay, yeah, we'll just set these up so that way, you know, usually you set them up so that way the next play you can get a long ball in. But then they just run a screen or play action, dump it to the running back on the one, like gaining 1 yard. And then they're like, well, why didn't that work? It's like, oh, I don't know. The linebacker's already there.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't understand it.
It's a lot of, like, incompetency
Yeah.
from the coaching,
Yeah.
players,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of that. So that's enough of them. I want to ask you something first. What do you feel about the Blackhawks retro jerseys?
Can't see him.
That's what me and Cooper talked about. We said,
You
made the jersey.
You can't look at the front of the jersey.
Look at the front of
At
the
all.
jersey. And if you go, what I thought was really interesting about this, I forgot to add that with Coop. When I looked it up at the Adidas store, every other team has somebody modeling the jersey except for the Blackhawks.
Yeah. I remember you showed me that. It's because they're afraid of getting some kind of
Backlash.
Like, yeah.
But why did you make it?
I don't know.
They could have just put the C.
Yeah, with the tomahawks.
Yeah.
Just use the tomahawks. It's cooler anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know
It's
about
not good.
So
Chicago's in shambles.
the whole town.
Theo Epstein left.
Theo Epstein left.
Like,
Tony La Russa got a
yeah,
DUI.
it's
I'm
not
sure
good.
he probably got another one. Nobody knows who the Bulls drafted. It's a disaster. All right, Garrett, this next question's for you. It's about your Raptors. Or should I call them the Tampa Bay Raptors?
Tampa Bay Raptors, baby.
Do you think that's going to affect them at all? Where are they playing? Is
Is
it where the Lightning play?
I haven't heard anything from them. I just know they're playing, their home base is Tampa this year. Because Canada, there's something with the, I don't know.
What should they do to be a real threat in the East? So you got the Heat, the Nets, the Bucks, the Celtics, and then the Raptors. Those are the 5 best teams. What do you think they need to do to be better than those 4?
Well, as of right now, I don't think they will be better because we just lost our 2 big men. Serge Ibaka signed to the Clippers and Gasol signed to the Lakers.
God,
We got Aaron Baines, but he's not as good as either of them.
No.
We re-signed Fred VanVleet, so we have 2, maybe 3 if you count Norman Powell, good guards on the team. With our 2 draft picks we just got are also guards for some reason. But what we need, if we're going to get to the... we will get to the playoffs, but if we're going to make any kind of threat or anything, any kind of run, we need our superstars to actually show up in the playoffs. We can't just be Lowry and Fred VanVleet.
Siakam's got to reach a whole new level.
Siakam, he got to the playoffs and didn't show up. He needs to learn a new move in the paint. That's not a spin move. He needs something. Anyone, if they see them run into the paint, they know he's going to spin move. That's all he can do. So we're going to need to secure more big men just to keep the paint clean on defense.
I think they should incorporate that new logo with the orange. You saw that, right? I sent it to you. I thought I sent it to you.
I don't think so, no.
Where's my phone? Oh, it's recording. But go look at your Twitter. I sent you a logo some fan made or something. And it's just the Raptors logo, but it's in orange and white, and it's an orange. It looks kind of dope, though.
But, I think they need to go back to the old logo. The dinosaur, the basketball. Those jerseys in the logo are the coolest. Yeah. I personally like their new jerseys that Jace kept out this year. They're a lot better than last year's.
I think they should, but they should make it look newer.
Yeah.
I don't like the purple's cool, but it's too old school to be like your main. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. Other than that, that's all we really need to work on to become like a team that's people are gonna be scared of in the East. Yeah. We're amazing coach. We're a great coached defensive team. We just need big men.
All right, boys. Thank you for being on.
No problem, dog.
It was truly an honor to have your insight on all things Bears, Blackhawks, and Raptors. I forgot to ask you something about the Grizzlies.
Don't. No.
I will. Maybe
New
we'll talk
fan.
about
New
it.
fan.
He's a new fan. Could you imagine looking through all the teams in the NBA and saying, Grizzlies. That's my
Hey, they're
team."
number one, baby. I'm telling you.
Can you tell Jack to come in here?
Jack.
Yeah.
Hey, bud.
It's like I'm in the principal office or something. It's like, hey, it's your turn. All right, so Jack's coming in here. What's up, Jack? He's wearing the Celtics shirt. Good.
Of course.
Good. Okay.